So what's up, YouTube? So today the stuff has finally come in the mail for the hatch, the brakes and all. It's all right here. I'm gonna go through and show you what I got and why I'm going this route. So first thing first, this is one of the other e-brake cables. Pretty much everything came from Rock Auto except this little brackets for the conversion. So this is all Rock Auto. That's an e-brake. Here's the e-brake too, SI e-brake. It's pretty thick too. Then you got calipers right here. Some pretty big ones, man. You got calipers. And that's the other caliper right there. Brake pads. And some rotors over here. And we got the rotors. Actually, these rotors are pretty small. I might change them out later on. I'm not too worried right now. So this kit right here, just with the rotors, calipers, and pads, was like 220 bucks, which isn't bad. And then plus the e-brake cables, those were 40 bucks. And then with the little bracket conversion piece, those are like $85. Alright, so I already did this side. I did this side the other night. It took me 3 hours to figure out all of this. There's no directions on that little plate, those little plates I bought. There's really no directions on how they go and all that, so you kind of have to figure it out. So I went ahead and did this side already. Only thing I got to do to this side is the brake line and the e-brake. Got to put a new e-brake and all that on. This side's pretty much done. And I'm going to show y'all how to do this side. This is the side I'm going to show y'all how to do step by step. This right here is your drum brakes, and that's what I'm getting rid of. So yeah, if I wanted to talk about when I was saying plan A and plan B. So plan A was to go to a junkyard or to find a Civic on that side like that, or go to the junkyard and steal this piece right here. All you gotta do is unbolt it back here, right here, and there's another bolt, I think 2 bolts underneath there. Take this out, that already has disc brakes on it, like the SIs already have them on there. I think the Type Rs also have them on there. Or just find a Civic that already has this done in the rear end. That was gonna be plan A. But around here, it's hard to find a Civic at a junkyard that's worth taking parts off of, unless you go there at the beginning of the month or right when they get one in. Every time I always go to the junkyard, they never have a Civic that's worth taking anything out. They're always totaled or they're already scrapped out within like a couple days of them getting it. So plan A was already pretty much scratched out. So then I went to plan B, which was buying those brackets and doing it the way I'm doing it right now. So that's what we're doing, is plan B. That's what I'm going to be showing y'all how to do. It's not hard. Just once you figure out how the brackets go, then it's just putting everything on. It's not that bad, but you're going to want to give yourself a few hours to do this, because it took me 3 hours just to figure out that one side. I took it off a couple different times, flipped it around, trying to figure out what the best way it went on, and I figured all that out. Because there's really no directions on how to put it on, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. So that's the only thing I gotta do, is just do the other side today, do the 2 e-brakes. The 2 e-brakes are gonna be probably a pain in the ass because it runs underneath and you gotta go in there, take the center console out, unhook it, and all that. If I get my brake lines today, I gotta run and go get them right here. And only thing though, the only thing is these calipers, when you get them from Rock Auto, they're OE parts, which is pretty much OEM spec parts, I believe. they don't come with the screw right here for your brake line. That's the only thing they don't come with. When you go to like Napa and all that and you buy their brake, their calipers, they come with a screw. I checked that last night and all theirs come with screws because they're like aftermarket, I guess, really. So I'm gonna have to steal the screws off of the SI to get this working, because that's gonna get new brakes anyways. It's gonna get all new brakes, rotors. That's gonna get all new brakes, rotors, and all that. So I'm gonna steal the 2 bolts off of that. And I'm gonna have to use them on this to get this on the road. Hopefully by the end of today or tomorrow. Hopefully by the end of this weekend, this will be on the road. Because I ain't got no other car right now. The other car has been sold. Alright. So the first thing you want to do is take your cover off this thing right here. Way to do that is, there's like 3 different ways you can do it. Probably more than that, to be honest. But first thing you want to do is try and wiggle it with your hand and get it off. Most of the time that's not going to happen because these things do get stuck on there pretty good. The other thing you can do is kind of tap it around with a hammer and then try to wiggle it off. If that doesn't work, you could take a torch and kind of torch it, like right in this area, like right in here. I kind of torch it like right in here and kind of tap. If that doesn't work, go to your front seat right there. You got 2 12mm bolts in the front. You take those and screw them in right here and right here. And when you tighten them in, do it evenly, and this will actually pull off. That's how I got this off, and it worked really good. It came right off. So that's how I got this off right here. Now once you get this off, you can just set it off to the side. And you gotta break your bolts loose right here. I popped this center cap out right here, which I just had. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, here it is. So there's your little center cap. It's right here. Just sits right here. And you take a little flathead and kind of beat it around, like pry on it. And this will pop out. Once you get this out, then you got your bolt. And you can take its eighth. That's the size right there. And you put it back on the ground, put the tire on, and break this loose. You just gotta take the bolts out now. You wiggle it. Then it comes out. It's a good time to check your wheel bearing on both sides. These probably should be replaced, especially on that side, but I didn't do it. I'll just do it later if I need to. But this be like the perfect time to do it. And you just kind of pull all this stuff out your way. The stuff will go flying, so be careful. Here's your little e-brake. All I did with this one is push it back. Pull it through. Take that out your way. So now we got these 2 bolts and these 2 bolts to take off. Let's take these out. And there is a 12mm bolt right here for one of the brackets for the e-brake. Right there. Alright, so right here, you got it right here, this thing right here. And they're like little prongs that are like kind of stuck out. And you gotta have to like push them in and push it back through. Well, that's such a pain because it's so rusted and just messed up in here. I just bent them out and cut them off. Alright, so now you got your little plate and it goes on this way, just like that. Just like that. And you got your bolts right here. It comes with the bolts and all. It's lock washers. Shut up, bird. Really? Yes, I'm talking to you. So it comes with these bolts for the driver's side and the passenger side, but you're gonna have to use these bolts that you took off of this thing right here for short bolts, because mine didn't come with short bolts, so you're gonna have to use these. I'll show you where they go. So your two short bolts go right here, and then your two long ones go right here. These are 14 and these two are 17. They're gonna use two more to put your caliper bracket on right here. There's gonna be two more 17s. So you put your whole caliper on, screw it in, one screw right here, one right here. It's these bolts right here that comes in the kit for the bracket. Only so we can take this off now. We take this bolt off and this bolt right here. And you gotta put it on because these are on pretty tight, so that's like the best way to do it. Just put this on to get these off. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, so now you got your caliper apart from your little caliper bracket thing. So now you gotta get your little wheel hub thingamajigger. Gotta put this back on. So now you can put your rotor on. And put these bolts in so I don't forget. Tighten this up a little bit. Now we can put our bracket back on. So I got the bracket back on with the rotor, just like that. I just got these back on there so I don't lose them. Now I want to get this brake line off right here because I got my brake line finally. I just went and got it a few minutes ago. I got it at Napa. But I gotta get this off right here. It's like these like little clip things right here. You just gotta pull it. And I'm gonna take this brake line loose from right here. It's a 10mm. Right there. Slides in right there. Probably want to get new ones of these, but I didn't. Which if I need to, I can run back to the store and get them later. But it's probably a good idea to just get new ones of these. And this pops down, and that section's off, and then there's another one right here, so I gotta take this off. There we go, got it out. Boom. Alright, now we gotta get this back up right here. Get this back in here. Just gotta tighten it back, and this comes through right here, and it goes on the caliper. Alright, so now you got the bracket on, you got your brake line and all that. Now it's time to do your pads. Put your pads in. They go like this. That one sits like that. And this one sits right here, like that. But make sure you have these things right here, and this one. Now, you go ahead and put this back on. Like this. This was your screw that I'm talking about. It has a hole at the bottom, and on the side right here it has a hole. And you might be able to find these at a hardware store. I'm not 100% sure. Don't forget your washers, which is this and this. One goes on the bottom, and then one goes on top. So it goes like that. Then you screw it in. And it was a 14mm. So we got all that done. Now it's e-brake time. So you come in here, you could take your seat out if you want, which is going to be a little bit easier if you do. It's just 4 12mm bolts. And you got a screw here and a screw on this side. And all you gotta do is lift this up and out, set it off to the side, and this is disgusting. Man, it's just nasty. I found some money though. I'm gonna be vacuuming all this out. Alright, so here's your e-brake. And this is what we gotta get out right here. Two 12s. Got that one. These are free. Set that off to the side. And they come up back here, right in here. They come up right in here from underneath. So now we gotta get underneath. I gotta get this thing jacked up even higher and trace the lines from here back, unbolt them from where they're bolted up, and then we gotta run the new line back up here. Here's your e-brake cable. So goes to your caliper over here. One place it mounts is right here. Another place it mounts is right here. Then it goes up under here. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it, but then it turns. I hope there's not another one under there, which it doesn't look like. There's another one right here. Then it goes up and under right here. You're not gonna be able to see it, I don't think. Oh, you can't see it. But you can just follow the line and it goes right up underneath right there and you just pull it out. So I just realized that you can drop this heat shield right here for the exhaust, so we can make it easier to put this e-brake back in. So that's where the e-brake goes in. There's one of the connections where So there's one of the connections. There's the other connection. The other one right here. Then it goes through right there. And then it comes out right here. And it connects over right here. Then it also connects up here. I got all that. So that's it on this video. Everything is hooked up. All I gotta do is bleed the brakes. That will be on the next video. I'll go and I'll show you how to bleed the brakes and all that. This job wasn't too bad to do. It was like just figuring out how those brackets went. That was mostly the tricky part. Once you figure that out, it's not that bad. So I hope this video helps y'all out, so y'all can go and do a disc brake conversion on y'all's Civic. So I hope y'all like this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.